In this Borderlands 4 video, I bring you 5 plus of the best non-legendary items you need to get or keep your eyes out for. These consist of not only weapons themselves but of items including enhancements, class mods, grenades and so much more. These are mainly concentrated on damage, but we will talk about other benefits to some of these purple items too. So let's go. How's it going, guys? My name's DPJ, and if you do enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps me out, and if you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Also guys, come join my Discord, link down below. Be a part of some of our amazing open loot lobbies, meet people to play and trade with and all that good stuff. Again, my Discord is linked down below. Okay, so in this video I bring you 5 plus of the best non-legendary items. These consist of items you can pair together to other weapons you can abuse with game mechanics to stack damage and never look back. So let's go. Okay, so we will start with the amp shield. So what this shield will do is, upon you having a full shield, this allows your next shot or your first shot to have increased damage on it. Now I've seen these initially drop when your shields are full, you increase the damage of your next shot by 50%. I then saw one where you could get one where it would increase the next shot damage by 100%, but that was as high as I thought it went. But yesterday guys, I found this one. This one increases the damage of your next shot by 150%, obviously when shields are full. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a 200% damage increase on one of these shields out there in the wild. If you've got one or seen one, let me know down below. Now if it isn't damage you're into and you actually want a shield, I've got 2 shields here which are for me the highest I have seen. Both on a purple. One has 27k shield on it and the other one has 28k shield on it. They've also got decent rolls too, well, decent paired with that turtle obviously. Now these are massive shields guys, considering they will only get better if you've increased in the right places within your skill trees. So yeah, majorly massive shields here. So what about Repkits? Well, here there are a ton of amazing purples in the game. My favourite one here though, and the one if I ever go back from my legendary, will be to one that increases the power of your next shot after a use. Now the highest in this regard is a 200% damage increase on that next shot, as you can see on screen now. But actually guys, I found a better one. Check this one out. It is the only one I have seen in the game so far. So on use grants 200% increased damage on the next shot. It also has Enrage on it. On use grants an increase to all damage dealt by another 30%. So yeah, for damage guys, does it get better than this on one of these Repkits? I ain't sure at all. The problem here though is just some incredible legendary Repkits in the game. I don't think I can go back to a purple, but if I did, this would definitely be the case. I've also got this one too. It's got amp on it, but it also has a splash damage increase at the same time, so not bad. Okay, so what about enhancements? Well, depending on your build, you will know what you're looking for, let's be honest. But I have seen a couple of max damage ones, like this one you're seeing on screen now. This isn't owned by me by the way, but yeah, still incredible. I'd love to try this out with my bud shotgun. But as you can see here, this one has on it gun damage, gun critical damage and sniper rifle critical damage. And this can roll for any weapon type, so keep that in mind. Pretty cool. I'm guessing though I just gotta be really lucky to see one of these. And even better would be getting one with a main perk on it which matches your weapon's manufacturer. For me that would be Maliwan at the moment. So let's move on to class mods. Now what I will say is the legendary class mods, for the most part, are nearly unbeatable. You can still get some great purple class mods which will do as much for your skill trees as a legendary would. But in regards to actually legendary effects and what these can indeed offer for specific builds, you just can't beat them. But again, there are some great purple ones out there. And they also, don't forget, have that extra effect on them too. Well, legendaries will have 2, purples will have 3. Now in regards to what you can actually get damage wise, this is probably the best I still have. It offers gun damage, damage dealt and shotgun damage. What it adds to my skill tree right here though isn't great, but the initial build I started with, this was perfect for. It's a build I do plan on going back to try and perfect, that's why I'm keeping this thing. Now I have seen loads of amazing class mods which will complement many different builds. Again, it's just dependent on what you want, but if it's damage you are after, I mean, you can get some pretty beastly ones. So what about grenades? Well, with the possibility of millions of combos in this game, it's near impossible for me to suggest what's best and what isn't. There's just so much I haven't seen yet, but what I can show you are the best ones I've come across. I quite like this rapid clone of throwing knife. It has Merv payload on it and tightly packed augment and a decent cooldown buff. Plus the fact you use it like a throwing knife and damage is half decent, it's actually a decent grenade, but there are better. This bountiful plasma grenade, it's a malignant one, so it sticks to enemies. It initially explodes into 4 grenades, then into 12, all offering that fire damage, which is great in the right situation for sure. These Mervs are amazing AoE grenades. I just wish the Mervs tracked. Another great grenade I've come across is this one right here, the Vampiric Bountiful Grenade. This one's a Vladoff, so explodes on impact, but basically does the same as what that last one does. This one though just offers that shock chance. Now I did when I was a much lower level, I had a grenade which would throw, it would bounce on the spot while spinning, doing amazing radiation damage. It was quite powerful. I haven't come across another one since. I thought I still had that old one in my vault so I could show it to you guys, but I must have got rid of it. I don't even know why I did that, just probably because I saw it was a lower level, so I just scrapped it. But yeah, it was incredible. If I get another one, there's no doubt you'll see it in my gameplay videos. But yeah, there's some amazing purple grenades out there guys. It's just about finding the right one that fits your setup. So I feel I should mention the crit knife. This is obviously a purple and probably the best of the bunch. Probably the best grenade in the game at the moment, until they nerf it, that is. A nerf is coming. They're just not concentrating on it right now. They're planning on buffing other things first, but a nerf will come to this thing. This crit knife, I'd also be surprised if you knew nothing about it. I mean, it's basically the talk of the community at the minute. People hating on it, people hating on people using it, and then on the other hand, it's the main factor in people's builds. Either or guys, it's incredible, and what it offers is utterly astounding. So what it does is, you basically throw this thing after it hits an enemy, you do that critical damage at a 100% chance for 5 seconds. This paired with its main amp perk 2, it does crazy damage, but you need this specific roll you're seeing here. If you can get lifesteal on it too, which in my opinion is the best third perk you can get on this thing, you are good to go. But this thing is absolutely unreal. So yeah, I thought I'd mention it. Now considering we just spoke about the crit knife, I thought it'd only be necessary to mention 2 shotguns, which when paired with that crit knife are capable of devastating things. The clips you will see in a second was me basically using these 2 weapons with just a rep kit and the amp shield I mentioned earlier, but throwing the crit knife into the works as well is just utterly crazy what this thing is capable of. I mean, check it out on screen. So there are 2 shotguns which you can do this with, and they are the Dullahan and the Belor. Now not every one of these are capable of devastating things. You can get a ton of alt firing modes on these, but you're looking for a specific one, and that is the spread launcher alt firing mode. What this does is, as you can see right here, fires off a spread of grenades that deals so and so damage. Mine here does 18k times 5, which is devastating for sure. So yes, people, keep an eye out for these shotguns. It's the Belor and the Dullahan. You want to make sure they have the alt firing mode of spread launcher on them. You pair that with the crit knife, you pair that with the amp shields and that rep kit and decent damage perks on your class mods and your enhancements. You ain't got to worry about a skill tree build in the game. These alone will just wipe out everything. Okay, so we're going to move on to another shotgun called the Stylium. So the Stylium is a purple you can find anywhere. It's a world drop. But the thing about this shotgun is you're looking for it with a specific alt firing mode, and that is energy disc. Once you get this on this weapon, if you pair this with that crit knife, it is capable of doing absolutely brutal things, as you're seeing on screen now. Now this effect you're seeing, where you're seeing constant explosions, is a hit and miss. I'd say it does it 75% of the time, depending on where you hit that enemy. But once it does, guys, there's no boss standing in the way of this. You just need that crit knife, and you just need this shotgun with that alt firing mode of energy disc. Pair them together and they do utterly brutal things. Okay, so lastly to the end of the video, we have the Flutie SMG. Now a specific version of this paired with a certain enhancement are capable of breaking this game. I covered this in a previous video, which I'll just show you the footage of on screen. Now, check it out. So, on screen now you can see this SMG, which is a great looking SMG by the way. If I shoot this test on me, you can see I'm doing what, 1500 to the face? About that, 1000 to 1500 to the face. One shot. Now check this out. Boom. What's that, over 150,000 per shot? Now if I hold this down guys, it gets wild. It gets utterly wild. What you're seeing is just the result of a simple exploit you can do in a game with two simple items, and that is these two right here. So the SMG you want to look for is a flat off SMG, and it's got to have the alt fire flamethrower on it. It can be blue, it can be purple, but as long as it's got that alt fire on it of that flamethrower, you are good to go. And the only other thing you need for this is this right here. Any flat off enhancement which has bullet holes on it. Guns with that flat off licensed parts have a 30% chance to add an extra projectile per shot. That's all you need. And you can keep going guys, you can do this until you're shooting at 1,000,000 projectiles. I literally set this up for about 2 minutes if that, and I'm doing this much damage. So how does it work? Well, it's quite simple. So I go to my purple SMG, which I haven't actually stacked anything up on yet. Let me just reset this test and I'll show you how this works. So we can see the first shot here is about 1,000, or 2,000 even. What you do is guys, with that alt fire there, all you want to do is hold down the fire button, which is on controller, it's right trigger, and keep tapping down. So you're switching between modes. So you're holding down that trigger, keep switching between modes, and every time you switch between a mode, you get that chance of adding an extra projectile. But that extra projectile stays. It doesn't disappear. Yes, you heard this right. So I've done this what now for 10 seconds. You'll see now guys that each shot is double the damage. And you can keep going with this forever. And like the best thing about this is, as you're seeing, you can switch weapons. You can switch weapons and you keep the stacks. You can die and you keep these stacks. You can fast travel to different bosses and different farms and you keep these stacks. So there we have it guys, 5+ incredible non-legendary items you need to keep your eye out for. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like really helps out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and hopefully guys, I will see you on that next one.